Okay, everyone, I have a 2003 Lexus RX300. The issue was the car would start and die, and if you depress the gas pedal, it will stay running. But once you let the gas pedal, take your foot off the gas pedal, the car would die. And the problem is your idle air control valve. I'll show you where it's at. It's connected to the throttle body. You got two throttle body here. Let me position the light better. I'm sorry for doing it at night because I work second shift and I don't have time to do it during the day. Anyway, there's 1 and 2 throttle body. 1 and 2 right there. I took the covering for the idle air control valve off, and I'll show you what it looks like. Right here, this is the cover, and it's held in by 2 Phillips screws right here. And what happened is this shaft right here, it is supposed to move clockwise and counterclockwise, which is open and close, so that way when you start up the car, the computer adjusts how much air coming in. Well, this one stuck closed, so it will not, the flap inside the valve, I believe there's a flap inside the valve, open up to let the air in. So that's why every time you start up your car, it die. I don't have a check engine light or anything, because I guess the computer is thinking that the thing is still working. There's nothing wrong with it, so that's why it doesn't have check engine light. But when I took the cover off and I tried to turn the shaft, it was stuck. So I had to use a little force to unstuck it. And what it is just got carbon buildup inside inside the idle air control, the valve. So what you have to do is spray some brake cleaner inside here. There's a hole right here that you spray in there and try to clean up all the what you call it, gunk inside there, and the brake loose. And you can turn this valve clockwise, counterclockwise, open and close it. See, now I cleaned it out with some brake cleaner and I spray it in there, and you got this hose right here at the bottom of the idle air control valve. This should be the vacuum where it sucks in the air, the vacuum hose where it sucks in the air. Just disconnect this. It's got a hose clamp right there. Disconnect it and spray some brake cleaner, and it will, when you open the valve up, the brake cleaner will come out this pipe right here. It's a cheap way and easy way to do it. But if you're gonna change your idle air control valve, you have to take the whole throttle body off, because underneath here, I believe there's 4 Phillips screws in there, and you will not be able to get it without taking this off. And if you're gonna change the idle air control valve, it's time consuming. If you want a quick fix and a cheap way to do it, this would be the way to do it right here. Just clean it out with some brake cleaner. I bought the new one from AutoZone. It was $171. You can order on eBay. It would be a lot cheaper, but I thought it would be easy to take it out. But when I looked at it, I'm like, holy crap, it's not, because you have to take the whole throttle body out. And to do it, you got to take the air box off. Got a clamp here. Let me see, a clamp right here. My light just went off. And then you got the connector for the mass airflow sensor, and then you got a hose that connect to the back of the air box. Where is it at? Right here. That's the hose for the, I believe this is called called the purge valve right here. I'm sorry, trying to do with two hands. One hand is not really right there. That's, I believe this is the purge valve. Cause when you take it off, make sure you connect this hose back in. If you don't, you're gonna have a code for the evap purge valve. I had one a long time ago because my mom took it to get an oil change, and they changed her air filter and then hooked up this hose, and it took me forever to try to find out what's wrong with it. But then you have to take this two air tube off from the throttle body. It held in by 10 millimeter clamp, and then you got this little vacuum hose that go to it. Just take it off and move it to the side. You don't have to really take this big air hose off. If you want to, there's a clamp right there, and you can take it off, move it to the side. I didn't disconnect the that connector for the purge valve because I can move it to the side. Once you have this off, you might as well change your air filter and clean out your mass airflow sensor, but use the mass airflow sensor cleaner right there. Don't use brake cleaner, use only mass airflow sensor cleaner. If you use the brake cleaner, it could mess up your mass airflow sensor, then you have to buy a new one. But that right there, like I said, it's held in by two Phillips screws. This one right here like this, and it's gonna be hard to come out if it never come out. So you're gonna need to use a set of Phillips screws, not a set of Phillips screw, but a set of Phillips bits like I have here, and I still couldn't get one of them out. So what I did, I just you can grab like a 8 millimeter socket and put over the head of the screw and use extension and just tap it. Use the vibration. The vibration will cause it to come loose a little bit so it doesn't get stuck in there. And then you can use a good Phillips bits to get in there and get it out. Be careful not to strip it. See, I kind of strip it a little bit, but I did use the socket and tap it at the head, and the vibration makes it come loose a little bit. That way I can put a good Phillips bits on there. Like I said, this is the cover. It's inside right there. It goes over the shaft. I guess it's magnetized when it's power on. I'm not sure how it exactly works, but pretty sure that's how it works. It magnetizes it and turns it clockwise, counterclockwise. Whatever the eSIM controls it and tell it how much to open up to get inside the engine. Yeah, this is the cheap way, the easy way to replace your idle air control valve without taking the whole piece off. Otherwise you have to take the whole throttle body off and flip it upside down trying to get it off. Like I said, now it's open and close freely now. So, and there's a hole right there. That's why you can spray the brake cleaner in there to let it saturate. Maybe just spray it and close the valve for like 5-10 minutes. Let it saturate and open it back up and let it come out this bottom piece right here. Be careful not to lose this O-ring. This O-ring right here. Don't lose it. That's what seals it so it doesn't suck any air in there. I disconnect this piece right here off the idle air control. There's a tab right here, but over time, you know, it get hot and the plastic get brittle. So when you try to squeeze it, it breaks it off. But it still plugs it in nice and tight. so don't be alarmed if it breaks off. You're still good. But if your air box is dirty like mine, I'm gonna have to vacuum all this dust up, or sand, whatever it's in there, because I live in Florida. That's all we have is freaking sand. But I love Florida. I love the weather. But anyway, this is what happened when your Lexus RX300 start up and die, and you have to depress the gas pedal to keep it running. Once you take the foot off the gas pedal, it die, and that's the problem right there. Your idle air control valve. Like I said, this is the cheap and quickest way to do it, and I hope it worked for you guys, and I hope it worked for me too, because I'm about to put everything back together and see how it goes. All right, thank you. Have a good night.